We're getting to the big matches here on the PWS WrestleMania 28 preview, and we're going to take a look at Randy Orton versus Kane. Now, this is two pretty legendary guys in their own way. Of course, the Big Red Machine, Kane, and the Viper, Randy Orton. And as we're creeping closer to WrestleMania, everybody was wondering what Randy Orton's going to do on the biggest show of the year. Of course, he's a massive superstar right up there with John Cena. And of course, Kane has been a fixture for years in the WWE. So this is a really interesting one. Last year, they had a match, a hardcore match, and Randy Orton picked up the victory. And that's the same match where, after Randy Orton left, Mark Henry came out and took Kane out of action, inducting him into the Hall of Pain. But before that happened, Kane actually shook Randy Orton's hand as a sign of, having a great match and showing a bit of humanity here. And after Kane this year lost his feud to John Cena in the ambulance match, we didn't see him for about a week or so. And then he came out and started chokeslamming everybody, old school Kane style. But he finally focused his attacks on Randy Orton. Now Randy Orton, of course, always one looking for a fight. Just wanted to know why he was being focused on by Kane leading into WrestleMania. And of course, Kane pointed out the handshake and played the video of the handshake from SmackDown last year, and let Randy Orton know that he is no longer human. He doesn't have human compassion, and that he is a monster. But to fully put the cap on his humanity, he needs to bury Randy Orton at WrestleMania. So, pretty simple setup for this match. I personally don't mind. We have two of the best workers we have in WWE. Randy Orton is like butter in the ring. Great moveset, very entertaining to watch. RKO comes out of nowhere. Kane, one of the most solid big men workers of all time. I'm pretty sure you have to rank him within at least the top 5 of big man wrestlers. Right up there with Undertaker and guys like that, Crush, Adam Bomb, those type guys. I guess you could I always keep the giants like Big Show and Andre. They're giants. And then there's big men like Undertaker and Kane, so don't be offended if I didn't mention Andre or Big Show. The match itself should be a pretty hard-hitting match. Now, they haven't announced it as a hardcore or any sort of thing, but sometimes they like to throw that kind of stuff right in at the last minute. For any of you that watched during the Attitude Era, even though almost none of the WWE Championship matches at WrestleMania were announced as no DQ, almost every year through the Attitude Era they got made into no DQ on the night of WrestleMania. Of course, you can go back and check that if you like, but I'm laying the truth upon you. So maybe before the match it could be upgraded to Falls Count Anywhere or something like that. We'll have to see. Of course, we have Extreme Rules next month on pay-per-view, so they might just leave it a regular match too. But I predict a hard-hitting match. And furthermore, Randy Orton's been getting a lot of heat in this match, hitting RKOs on Kane out of nowhere. So we might actually get a treat where Kane continues his resurrection and actually picks up a win here at WrestleMania. I think he deserves it. He's another one. His WrestleMania record isn't tremendous, and a big win over Randy Orton would do a lot. Especially if CM Punk is to retain the title, they're going to need some challengers for him. Christian, as I mentioned before. Kane versus CM Punk would be a pretty decent feud. A nice big man versus little man feud for that. I also can see, of course, Orton and Kane continuing for after WrestleMania, seeing as they haven't really done a whole bunch except for back and forth attacks. Kane's got a little offense in, but like I said, it's really been Orton laying RKOs. So I can really see this being Kane's opportunity to get a big win and, of course, set up future rematches in the upcoming months. For Randy Orton, after WrestleMania, if he doesn't continue with Kane, you never know. He might take a shot at Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan retains the title. But either way, expect a hard-hitting, high-impact match between Kane and Randy Orton at WrestleMania 28. And we come back, we move up to another huge match on the WrestleMania card. Daniel Bryan defends his World Heavyweight Championship against the Celtic Warrior Sheamus.
Now available on eBay. Click the link in the description.
Hello everyone, it's PWS Phil, and for Buy It Now, we have basic Randy Orton with t-shirt and SmackDown chair. So as you can see, this is a special edition white Randy Orton Viper shirt. Got his the Viper head logo there, and it's got RKO logo on the back. And these are shirts made by me for Phil's Wrestling Shirts. And they easily slide on and off over the guy. No Velcro needed. Real shirts for real figures. And here we have our Randy Orton basic figure. Now he's got the up-to-date head scan with the beard. And he's got the black and orange attire. Good for doing his pose, his signature Orton pose. Black knee pads, black boots. Nice big back tattoo. And then we have a custom SmackDown chair. Custom SmackDown sticker I put on there, a nice blue chair. So there you have it, folks. Basic Randy Orton figure with chair and a shirt. If you're in the United States and you buy this set, it will come with USPS.com tracking.